Okay, welcome back, welcome back, welcome back. So, special needs is an umbrella term that is used for wide area of diagnosis, from those that evolve quickly to those that will be a challenge for life, and those that are relatively mild to those that are profound. What they meant here is that we have different categories of children with special needs. We have the mild, we have the moderate, the severe, and the profound. So special needs is actually a wild diagnosis of any child who falls under this category. The mild child has the special needs, but it's not so pronounced, or probably use some of these traits, but with therapy, you know that this child can get better soon. While the one with moderate, yes, it's a bit different from the mild, just a bit higher. And the profound is like, yes, this disability is there and is really, really, serious. And the severe is, well, so serious. So that's just the category. Children with special needs may have developmental delays. What they meant here is this: children with special needs may come up with delays in developmental delay. What we meant is this: a child is supposed to walk at a particular time, talk at a particular time, do certain things at a particular time. Like a child as a baby, we expect that the child is able to, move the neck, sit down at a particular time, be able to crawl, walk and eat, talk, make sounds, babbling, the cooing stage, lolling stage, be able to make some of all these sounds. When we get to speech therapy, I'm going to explain those stages of speech development for you. Now, when a child is not able to attain this, or is not able to get to that level, we say this child has delay in developmental delay. That is, if the child is not able to do certain things the child is expected to be able to do at the right time. Children with special needs may have medical conditions too. Medical conditions like hole in the heart. Some might have tongue tie. Some might have gastrointestinal problems. Some might have eye problem. It depends on the type of special needs that would also have all this. So when you say someone say, that child looks somehow, what are the physical features you can see in this child and that are medical, probably can be corrected or may not be able to be corrected. So those special needs require accommodation so children can reach their potentials, and this is where therapy comes in. Therapy is just the accommodation you give to the child in terms of ability to be able to do certain things. Like you giving a child calculator is an accommodation. Printing a large print for a child who would not be able to see the prints in a book, and giving the child a larger print is a form of accommodation. Looking at the lightning and trying to ensure that the light is okay in the classroom, or you reduce it, or is bright enough for the child to see. It depends on what the child need is that will determine what you do. So some of all those things are quite easy, and they are accommodation. The most important thing here is that this child reach his or her potentials. No matter the reason, the special needs designation is useful. It can be used to obtain needed services, set appropriate goals, gain an understanding of your child and the stresses your family may face. Yes. So a lot of children are facing a lot of things, and parents are, being hit really, really hard. It's not really easy. I see a lot of people who feel that maybe the parents have done something, that is why they deserve a child with special needs, or something happened and it's because of what the parent has done. Some people just say, I don't mind the parent, they've done this, they've done that. No. Some of the special needs can actually be congenital. When we get to the causes of special needs, you would understand better that there are so many things that can cause special needs. Special needs are commonly defined by what a child can't do. The milestones, like I said, unmet, food banned, activities avoided, or experience denied. So if this child cannot do certain things, we'll say, this child has delay in developmental milestones. These hindrances can hit family hard and may make special needs seems like a tragic designation. Yes, it's not really easy on any parent. And so please encourage parents, try to help them, when you meet with them. It's not an easy task. It's not. Working with a special needs child is equivalent to 10 children. Some parents will always mourn their child's lost potential, and some conditions become more troubling with time. Yes, while some parents are still mourning, they have not accepted that. Some may not have accepted, while some will accept but still don't know what to do, or some would even accept and just leave the child there and just assume. There was a time I had this case of a boy who was 43, and they said he can't even do anything because the father then would say, don't allow him do anything, just leave him, let him be, just let him be. He would learn all these things later, and he could not learn anything at the end of the day. Other families may find their child's challenge make triumph sweeter. That weaknesses are often accompanied by amazing gifts. Yes, for some children, like children who have autism now, may grow to even have certain skills that are very, very unique. So some children with special needs will come out with very unique skills, and some parents tend to use this, like a child who is able to. There was this documentary I saw of an autistic child who was on the plane, and he looked at the world and he was able to make a drawing of the buildings he saw just at a glance. And so for children like that who can do certain things like that, it's exceptional. Some may be able to cook, some may be able to make certain things. There was a time I saw a Down syndrome child who started selling socks, and he just had a store because he likes socks, and one was even selling teddy bears. Some of all these small skills can actually be encouraged for these children. Each family has different concerns. Pick any two families of children with special needs, and they may seem to have little in common. You cannot say a particular special needs because they bear the same name, they are the same. No, they are quite different. A family dealing with developmental delay will have different concerns than one dealing with chronic illness. Yes, there are two different things. These families will have different anxieties than one dealing with mental illness, learning problems, and behavioral issues. I've been able to get some of this information from this site, Very Well Family. I think it's a very beautiful site. I really like the content, and that's why I'm using it. Medical issues for children include serious conditions like cancer, heart defects, muscular dystrophy, cystic fibrosis. It also includes chronic conditions like asthma, diabetes, congenital conditions like cerebral palsy. Yes, some children may come up with 2 or 3 types of special needs. We call them comorbidity. A child who have autism might also have intellectual disability. It might come up like that. A child may need frequent medical testing